Hello everybody and welcome back to WWE13 Universe. I am your host Jet and you are watching Friday Night SmackDown as here comes the champion of champions.
Making his way to the ring from Palo Alto, California, weighing 247 pounds, the United States champion, the self-professed intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow.
For those that missed it last Sunday at Survivor Series, there was a shock twist to the Champion of Champions match following the announcement that Brock Lesnar would would not compete in the Champion of Champions match against JBL. He had been bought out, he'd been talked out of it. He changed his mind, so it was changed to a championship scramble, which saw the return of the real final EC Heavyweight Champion in a lot of people's eyes, Stone Cold Steve Austin, who dominated a lot of that match, throwing JBL left and right all over the place. But it was Sandow who stole the match after being added to the Champion of Champions match alongside the Intercontinental Champion from Raw, John Cena, and the number one contender to JBL's WWE Championship, Booker T, who could be the next WWE Champion. Bold move to be sure, but I gotta say, looking at this site right here, I hate to admit it, but that Champion of Champions title looks right at home around the waist of Damien Sandow, who, by the way, is kicking off tonight's SmackDown as part of the King of the Ring qualifiers. You could be looking at the Champion of Champions, the United States Champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, and the King of the Ring all in one. Who is Damien Sandow's randomized opponent? No way. I had said at Survivor Series I had intense doubts that McMahon would dare pick up the man that brutalized his WWE champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But here tonight, Stone Cold makes his SmackDown return. John Laurinaitis has picked up, in a lot of people's eyes, the real final ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And my God, was it poetic justice seeing him throw JBL all over the ring. This should be an interesting matchup. Austin had the Champion of Champions title pretty much in the palm of his hands for most of that match. But it was Damien Sandow who just managed to kind of steal it at the very end. Well, the Champion of Champions, Damien Sandow, better be prepared, because Austin, oh man, if he's prepared to open up a can quite as bad as he was at Survivor Series, Damien Sandow, you could be in some serious trouble. I tell you, Damien Sandow, he is a very decorated individual, no doubt about that. One of these two could very well be the first ever King of the Ring. If you missed this Monday's Raw, Jinder Mahal, Chris Jericho, British Bulldog, and X-Pac claimed their ways into the into the King of the Ring tournament. 4 more qualifiers to take place this upcoming Monday on Raw to determine all 8 of Raw's participants in the King of the Ring. There will also be 4 more qualifiers next week on SmackDown, but here tonight we'll be finding out the first 4 superstars from SmackDown to be in the King of the Ring tournament. Again, in case you missed what I said on Raw, no matter what position you win, so say the Austin wins this match here tonight and I don't know, Epico wins the next match. Who's Diego? Epico wins the next match. Austin will not face Epico. It is not set like that. The actual seeds will be determined at random on the night of King of the Ring. Also to come tonight, major triple threat matchup between the sole survivors from Survivor Series, Dolph Ziggler and Edge, who seem to get on real well. They're going to be actually facing each other tonight. One-on-one, I should say, as that will also feature Triple H, the sole survivor of his match, alongside the New Age Outlaws against the Usos and Rikishi. And the winner of that will face Mark Henry to determine the number 30 spot at the Royal Rumble. I tell you, Sandow, I gotta give this guy credit. He is going toe-to-toe with one of the most dangerous men you could possibly set foot in the ring with. I think this guy has really come into his own. When you look back at Damien Sandow's debut, when you look back at the way this man made his first ever appearance, attacking Drew McIntyre, the United States Champion, he went on to win that title from McIntyre. Well, he actually won it from Mysterio. Mysterio won it from McIntyre. I gotta say, Damien Sandow, he's come a long way. From a European champion, the current United States champion, and you can't neglect to remember, he is the SmackDown Money in the Bank winner. He still has a guaranteed World Heavyweight title shot anytime he wants, up to, I believe it's July of next year. Got plenty of time on that briefcase, and he says he is going to play his cards right as best as he can. Oh boy. And to see him actually manage to get some offense in on Austin, in and of itself, is respectable. And oh boy, I tell you, these are two very different personalities in that ring right now. Stunner. Damien Sandow, maybe lights out. He got busted open from all those fists to the face from the Thez press, and then the Stone Cold Stunner on top from Austin. That's got to be it. Wow. Well, this is the position you do not want to be in. Austin will really capitalize. If he knows you're busted open, that only makes him want to hurt you more. We saw the way he painted himself in JBL's blood at Survivor Series. Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Damien Sandow, you may want to let this one go. We've been told that at TLC, Damien Sandow will meet the returning Rey Mysterio in a ladder match for the United States Championship. The former champion has invoked his rematch clause. He promises he will be back by December time, and he will come for his former United States Championship. A ladder match is definitely not a match I see falling in the favor of Damien Sandow. To be able to call yourself champion of champions, though, I feel like that is a hell of an accolade in and of itself. Damien Sandow wore that title with pride, and as I say, I hate to admit it, but the championship trophy looked fantastic around his waist. Now again, for those that don't know, maybe you're new to this, maybe you're just not familiar, maybe you forgot because it was last year, or in fact it was even older than last year because I got through 12 a lot quicker than I got through 13. But if you just don't remember, if you just don't know, whatever the situation may be, long story short, the way that it works here, the Champion of Champions is a trophy, not a championship. I know it's a little confusing considering it's a title belt that he was wearing, but Sandow doesn't have to ever defend that. In fact, it's advised that he doesn't defend that. It's not actually a championship. It should not be defended. Uh-oh. Oh, this can't be good. Damien Sandow, look out. There you go. Hooks the leg away from the ropes. Austin, what? Well, Austin clearly not appreciating Damien Sandow kicking out of his stunner, not once but twice. I don't know what this guy is made of. You know he wants that King of the Ring bye. Austin is really unleashing hell on Damien Sandow right now. As Austin is dazed, he gets into the ring. You can kind of see a little bit of wear there. Perhaps there is some ring rust for Austin. Imagine if Damien Sandow could say he pinned Stone Cold Steve Austin, a former ECW World Heavyweight and WWE champion. Ooh, what a clothesline from Austin. Cover attempt on Sandow. The United States champion is just not going down without a fight. And it's going to be a hell of a fight. What a way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. I gotta be honest, I'm not trying to trash talk the other brand, but I do feel like this has been more eventful than any King of the Ring qualifier. Sorry, there's so many different things you qualify. Any King of the Ring qualifier. And there you go again. Austin unleashing hell on Damien Sandow in this match. And as Austin heads over, he's going for the cover. That's the third stunner in this match, and that was enough. Damien Sandow is out. He will not be heading to the King of the Ring tournament, but Stone Cold sure as hell will. There you have it. Stone Cold Steve Austin is victorious. He is set to go to King of the Ring. He is SmackDown's first confirmed participant, and that's a hell of a promising participant to be in the tournament. Big congrats to Austin here, getting that revenge on Damien Sandow as we move on to our next match of the night. Let's see who's next to join Austin in the King of the Ring tournament. There comes SmackDown's resident gatekeeper. Jack Swagger is set to compete in the King of the Ring qualifier. And I gotta say, from World Heavyweight Champion to now, I say this with a lot of respect for Jack Swagger. He's a great competitor, but he really needs to get his career back on track. This guy was such a major part in the business for such a long time, and it kind of pains me to see how much he's fallen from grace, truth be told. I'm a little bit saddened whenever I remember that this guy was once your World Heavyweight Champion. This guy was on top of the world. Maybe King of the Ring will be where he can finally turn that around for himself, as he is set to face a mystery opponent. Oh my god.
Approaching the ring, representing the Agents, weighing 323 pounds, Kane.
Well, this is trouble. Kane, who was injured by Brock Lesnar upon trying to recapture his World Heavyweight Championship, now competing in the King of the Ring tournament. I couldn't imagine Kane being the king of anything, I'll be honest. We fear. Well, nonetheless, Kane is back here on Friday nights, and that is a major return we have got in front of us tonight. And I wish Jack Swagger the best of luck in this one. I mean, jeez, talk about your hard times. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, Swagger, no. Swagger. He's trying to get his distance here. Oh my god. Oh, Kane, come on, think about this for a second. You don't need to do this. Ooh. Kane, there is no need for this. Oh. I guess the former World Heavyweight Champion just needs to assert his dominance in whatever way he sees fit. Swagger, you may have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Kane following Swagger back into the ring, and Swagger managing to get a little bit of offense here. This guy's already taken a chokeslam and a tombstone from Kane. I can't imagine he's feeling exactly 100% right now. What a way to come back. You want to know that Kane is in that ring right now? Look no further. Big boot by Kane. Stay down, Swagger. Do not kick out. That is a fool's move. Kane once again calling for it. Swagger, you should have just stayed down from the first one. Choke slam. My God, no one delivers those with authority quite like Kane. Cover attempt here on Swagger, and Kane is advancing in the King of the Ring tournament with incredible ease. I wish I could say I was surprised.
Here is your winner, representing the agents, Kane. What an incredible match.
Man, I'm really starting to feel bad for Jack Swagger. I absolutely hope that man can turn his career around soon enough. Because that was rough. And that is Jack Swagger's career as of late in a nutshell. But Kane advances to the King of the Ring, and I tell you what, SmackDown is really bringing the fire, no pun intended. First Stone Cold Steve Austin, now Kane. I can't wait to see who's next. Alright, here we go. May have suffered a loss recently, both in Rikishi and to the Usos. But maybe he can bounce back. Sexay has always been known to be kind of the standout performer between him and his partner Scotty. I mean, we have no idea who he could be up against at this point. There have been some real major surprises tonight here on SmackDown. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kane. Well, geez, I don't know who's that. Brock Lesnar? It's great to see Grandmaster Sexay in such good spirits despite, to say, obviously they recently lost their partner Rikishi. In a way, I guess you can't really begrudge him. The guy is literally aligning with his sons. But, I'm very curious who this guy's going to be up against, to be completely honest. Whoa. Another new sign-in here on SmackDown.
And approaching the ring, weighing 287 pounds, Mankind.
Well, he may have lost everything on Tuesday nights. He may no longer be the ECW general manager, but Mankind has been signed to a SmackDown contract. And I gotta say, good move on John Laurinaitis' part. The King of the Ring tournament continues to fill in. Here from SmackDown so far, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kane claiming spaces in the King of the Ring tournament. I gotta say, SmackDown is really bringing their heavy artillery. You do not want to cross Friday nights at King of the Ring. Raw giving us Jinder Mahal, Chris Jericho, British Bulldog, and X-Pac, while SmackDown gives us Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kane. We still have one of these two to join the King of the Ring tournament as well. And then on top of that, we have one more match, which is next. And that will determine the fourth and final contestant to be determined this week. Don't forget, Superstars makes its grand return tomorrow night. You definitely don't want to miss it. It will be great to see it back on the air. You can look forward to all of the kind of lower ranked superstars getting that spotlight they've been vying for, including the Cruiserweight Championship main eventing for the first time ever. It will be the Cruiserweight Championship main eventing against between Heath Slater and Ted DiBiase. We'll also be seeing Epico and Primo in tag team action tomorrow night. They'll be facing off against a team we've not seen in quite some time. Yoshitatsu and Goldust will be teaming up. European champ looking to team up with his best bud Goldust. And they're going to face off against two former tag team champions, Epico and Primo. Great matchup. And of course the new Divas champion. Sorry, I say new. She's actually not new anymore as Divas champion. The only women's champion in the WWE now. The new combined divisions means that they will be competing on all three shows, and this week they'll be taking the spotlight on Superstars as the Divas champion faces off in a non-title match against the close friend of the former women's champion Tiny Shiny. I'm talking about Layla. Layla was almost the woman that faced Lita for the Divas Championship in that unification match. However, Tiny Shiny defeated Layla on Raw. Some could say maybe Tiny Shiny wasn't quite at 100% going into a match with Lita, but we don't really want to make excuses. And if Grandmaster Sexay can defeat Mankind here tonight, you're talking about him defeating a former world champion.
Oh, big elbow. That should do it.
It's really great to see Mankind here on Smack. Oh, wow. He is biting the head of Grandmaster Sexay. So it's really great to see Mankind join the SmackDown roster. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to offer. I wonder if we'll get the other faces or if it's strictly Mankind here on Friday nights. As they go stumbling out of the ring. Mankind managed to land perfectly on his feet. Mankind is signaling for Mr. Socko, maybe. Grandmaster Sexay, I think he knows what that means. There's a time when Sexay almost defeated Drew McIntyre during his weekly United States Championship defenses. I'll never forget that. Truly one of the most standout performances we've seen from Grandmaster Sexay. I believe that was his debut match. I do wonder who will be next up here tonight. We get these great tournament qualifying matches, and of course that triple threat match as well. Triple H, Edge, and Dolph Ziggler. Edge has been quite vocal about this matchup, saying that Dolph shouldn't be in it, as it was the SmackDown captain that led them to victory. It should really just be that Dolph thanks Edge for the exposure. So there's the old Edge we all know and love. I tell you, he did lead pretty nicely at Survivor Series. It was great to see them guys. Much like Rey Mysterio's return from injury, it's also going to be great to see Christian return. I'm looking forward to that TLC tag team title match. We hear the Road Warriors have accepted the challenge at TLC. It will be a TLC match between the former WWE Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian, and the current Tag Team Champions, the Road Warriors. And of course, let's not forget what the Road Warriors said. When they lose those titles, they are finished. Edge and Christian have made it their goal now to retire these guys. And Mankind catching the arm of Grandmaster Sexay as he hits that double arm DDT. Definitely got all of that one. Sexay now flipped over, cover attempt. He's out. He's still in this. Mankind, you don't want to get yourself disqualified here, buddy. Might be a good thing he didn't manage to expose that turnbuckle. Oh gee, calm down. Oh, okay, well that failed. Ooh. A real mean streak from the former ECW World Heavyweight Champion here. He lost an awful lot in the past few weeks. It's nice of Laurinaitis to give him a job here on SmackDown. We've seen Foley compete over on Monday nights, and we've seen Mankind plenty on Tuesday nights, but we've never seen him on Fridays. It's a brand new beginning. And here we go. Mr. Socko. Straight down the throat of Grandmaster Sexay. That's gonna be it. Nighty night. There you go. Mankind picks up a victory as he joins the ranks of Stone Cold, Kane. What a collection of superstars SmackDown is building for the King of the Ring tournament. At this point, I can't even begin to imagine who is going to be in the fourth round of this qualifying set. And what they're going to have in store for next week. Well, congrats to Mankind on a great SmackDown debut. It's great to see him back in action here. I hope he's doing okay. And we'll now move on to our fourth and final King of the Ring qualifier for the night. Well, there's definitely room for him to bounce back here tonight. Rikishi suffered that loss at Survivor Series alongside his sons, the Usos. But it was a hard-fought battle, especially by Jimmy Uso, who really went toe-to-toe with Triple H towards the end of that Survivor Series matchup. Nothing to be ashamed of, especially not when it comes to his sons, the Usos. But Rikishi comes out tonight to try and become perhaps King of the Ring in this fourth and final qualifier of the night. I'm really curious to see who he's going to be up against. It seems like it's always the guy out second that's just this major shock right now. So, let's see what we got. Who's it gonna be? SmackDown got a very stacked roster. I tell you, I couldn't even begin to imagine who is next on such a long list of stars. Oh! One half of the tag team champions. We haven't seen a champ. Well, actually, no, we saw Damien Sandow compete. Never mind. Which one's it gonna be? That's Hawk. Hawk. His name is Hawk. It's 4 letters. You can say it. Well, nonetheless, never mind that. Hawk is here. He is ready to compete, proudly wearing that tag team championship. And as I just said earlier tonight in the previous match, it will be great to see a rematch between Edge and Christian and the Road Warriors for the tag team titles coming your way at TLC in a TLC match. I am very much looking forward to seeing who comes out the winner in that rematch between those guys. And remember, the Road Warriors said if they lose those tag team titles, when they lose those tag team titles, they have accepted that that is an inevitability, and when they do, they will be stepping down. This is a farewell tour for these guys as far as they're concerned. Rikishi really asserting that dominance in the early going here. And I have to wonder if Rikishi defeats Hawk tonight, does that benefit his sons in any way? I don't think so. I mean, he's not a part of the Usos. He's not Rikishi Uso. So I can't imagine that would earn the Usos a tag title shot. To be completely honest. Hawk managing to fight back. I tell you, Hawk had his night really set out for him at Survivor Series. Hawk and Animal took a hard loss to WMD. One team that I think is going to be tag team champions for a long, long time. Big Show and Ken Shamrock absolutely schooled the Road Warriors. The only team to have ever held all 3, now only 2, tag team championships in the business. And that's what makes them so special, is there will never be another team that can hold all 3, the ECW, WWE, and World Tag Team Championships. They have now made history in a way that no one else can.
He's in a bad spot here.
Nice move there by Hawk, really displaying full power.
Too fast.
You're looking at two very talented superstars. Maybe not, admittedly, you know, not on the World Championship caliber of what we have seen throughout the night. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to say that, you know, they're quite in that regard. But I will say this. I will say that this is a great match you've got here, and honestly, I feel like these two really have a lot to prove here tonight. Especially Rikishi. Truth be told, I feel like he really needs this win here tonight.
And this is going to return to the ring. You'll be feeling that in the morning. A sharp elbow drop. Hawk into the headlock.
Back and forth once again, these guys go. Rikishi managing to take control of this one. He pulls him back, slamming him down. Let's not forget that still to come, our main event is next. A triple threat between all of the sole survivors from the Survivor Series matches that you saw this past Sunday at Survivor Series. It will be Triple H, Edge, and Dolph Ziggler. The winner meets Mark Henry. Oh my god, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Jeez. The air that guy can get is absolutely insane. You can see where his sons get it from. If I still made intro videos, Rikishi doing that dive would absolutely be in the intro. For anyone who's curious whatever happened to those, it's literally just like, it's a lot of work to keep updating them. That really is it. It's just, constantly having to update them was the only reason I stopped doing them. Because I liked to put all the current champions in. I liked to make sure they were like up to date and featured almost all of the roster. And it was a lot of additional work. I'm not really much of an editor. Editing is definitely not my strong suit. So I just never got around to doing an updated version. Eventually I was like, it's just too much extra time. It's a really nice thing, and if anybody ever wants to make new intros for the shows, I'll gladly use them. It's just I can't pay you for it, so you'd only have to do it off your own back. And I'm not saying that to be a cheap ass. It's just, you know, cost of living is very expensive right now. I kind of can't really. This isn't big enough. It's just if anybody ever wants to, I'd very much appreciate it. I'm trying to figure something out in my head quietly right now. Oh fuck. Rikishi looking for the Rikishi driver, and I noticed one of his sons charged out to ringside at some point. I think that's Jey Uso. Rikishi telling his son, get out of here. What? Whoa, okay. Looks like we got more dispute between father and son. Hawk is up to his feet. I don't know why Rikishi isn't taking the help from his son. He came out here to try and to back his dad up, and Rikishi clearly distracted by the fact that Jey is out here. And Jey is actually distracting right now. Jey, I think his intentions are good. I think him and his father are on the same page. I just think that he's not helping right now in the way that he thinks he is. I'll be very curious to see which one of these two joins Mankind, Kane, and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the SmackDown half of the King of the Ring tournament, as Road Warrior Hawk lifting Rikishi up for one massive pile driver. Is that going to be enough? And it looks like Jey has decided to walk away, as his help has clearly backfired here. Big neck breaker drops down Rikishi. Yeah, I don't think Hawk, I don't think Jay intended to, wow. I don't think Jay intended to cheat his dad out of a match like that. I think he really was trying to help. But Rikishi, as soon as he spotted him, you know, he went over to the apron and started having words with him, yelling at him, and it gave Hawk that time to get back up and eventually win the match. And now Hawk will be taking part in the first ever King of the Ring tournament. That is an unfortunate loss for Rikishi tonight. I really don't think his son was, I don't think there was ill intent. I really don't. Well, nonetheless, now we know the first 4 SmackDown superstars that will compete in the King of the Ring tournament. Things are getting more and more filled in by the second. And now we move on to our main event. It will be Triple H, Edge, Dolph Ziggler, who will meet Mark Henry in a battle for number 30. Well, Dolph Ziggler out first here tonight. He managed to hang in there. He managed to make it through and survive one of the toughest challenges any individual will get, being in the winning side of the Survivor Series. Now he is one step closer, I should say, to being the number 30 entrant in the 2012 Royal Rumble. Sorry, I keep saying number 30. It's number 40. I keep forgetting 40-man Rumbles. We do 40-man. 40, not 30. Which is even better, honestly. Here comes Triple H, who really had a standout moment in the Survivor Series matchup. He was completely outnumbered. It was him against both members of the Usos, and he managed to fight them both off to win. I gotta say, odds on tonight, this is my favorite. This is the one I think is gonna win this. I think there is no doubt in my mind, Triple H, you know, I can see it now. This man, think about it. Think about it in black and white. I can tell you exactly what's going through his head right now. At Survivor Series, it was fight or flight. He needed to outlast Rikishi. He needed to outlast the Usos. He knew that at one point it was him against the Usos, and we saw that killer instinct that we haven't seen in Triple H in quite some time. We saw it kick in, and he absolutely tore the Usos apart to win that match. And I can tell you why. It's because he knew that that was a possibility of getting number 30. And now what stands in his way is Dolph Ziggler and Edge, and I can guarantee you he will be hell-bent on beating the both of them tonight, and then beating Mark Henry next Sunday at King of the Ring. Because if Triple H gets at number 40 in the Rumble, then Triple H stands a good chance of winning the Rumble, and with that Rumble victory, Triple H can get what he has wanted for so long, that one-on-one match with Brock Lesnar, assuming he's still the champion by then, of course. And of course, naturally, the final man out here tonight, SmackDown's team captain. He did it. He brought success to SmackDown. And I tell you, to be fair, with the early goings of Survivor Series, with Heath Slater defeating Yoshitatsu and WMD defeating the Road Warriors, it really looked like SmackDown was going to get absolutely dunked on throughout the night. But in the very end, SmackDown saw Lita defeat Tiny Shiny, it saw Team SmackDown defeat Team Raw, and then, in the main event, it was SmackDown's Damian Sandow that got the victory, meaning SmackDown beat Raw 3-2 in the final score. So, of course, the Captain Edge given his props for leading the SmackDown locker room to success.
Here we
And here we go. Of course, naturally, both these two are going to shift their focus to Triple H. Now, that's going to be for a couple of reasons. One, they actually have some kind of alignment with one another right now. These two, they seem to see eye to eye. Ziggler looking very silver today. Is it just me, or is Ziggler looking very silver? Very Rey Mysterio SummerSlam 2006. I think it was 2006. I don't really care, I remember. It's not that big of a deal. Well, I don't believe this is an elimination match. I believe this is first fall to the finish. This is a standard triple threat match. The first guy to get the pinfall will meet Mark Henry for a number 40 spot in the Royal Rumble. I tell you, when Mark Henry is one of the people that could very well be number 40, that is a scary thought for everyone involved. The game. This back body drop there by Triple H. He sends Edge into the ropes and out of the ring. And now Triple H, ooh, vicious clothesline to Dolph Ziggler. I tell you, Dolph Ziggler has been a standout performer as of late. I feel like the Dolph Ziggler that left SmackDown all that time ago versus the Dolph Ziggler that you see on SmackDown now. This is a man who has really matured and developed in the same way I was describing Damien Sandow had at the start of the show. I tell you, that's a match I'd love to see, Damien Sandow against Dolph Ziggler. That feels like the future of SmackDown in one match. It's no surprise that Edge and Ziggler are trying to work together on Triple H. I mean, as I say, you know, they worked as a team at Survivor Series, but on top of that, they definitely know that the game is the biggest threat in that match. There's no doubt in my mind that these guys know that Triple H is a serious threat. And look at this spinebuster. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Triple H is the only man standing right now. And as Dolph gets to his feet, I'm gonna bet he wish he hadn't. Pedigree here. Drops Dolph Ziggler. And you gotta think these guys are still working off of the fatigue from Friday night. This may be a short-lived main event. But it's like Triple H knew that Edge was sneaking behind him. And the ultimate opportunist that Edge is, that was a smart move to watch it back. Oh, and I was gonna say Dolph Ziggler. But he's very similar to Edge in that regard. There is no disqualification in this triple threat match. Ziggler knows that. And now Edge going to unload that chair on the back of Triple H. Look at this. Triple H and Ziggler working together. There's an unlikely duo. In the corner goes Triple H. Splashing down onto him. Dolph Ziggler really holding that head of his. Can't really say I'm surprised that pedigree busted him open. And a stun gun. Ooh. Let's not forget this is a Falls Count Anywhere triple threat match. This doesn't have to all be settled inside the ring. Triple H on fire right now. I mean, I guess he did. Oh, here comes Billy Gunn. Well, that doesn't seem very fair. I mean, it's no disqualification, but it hardly seems fair to me. Billy Gunn can do whatever the hell he wants, and he goes straight for Dolph Ziggler. What is this? Triple H, with some help from his buddy Billy Gunn, Faymaster on Edge, Triple H a pedigree on Dolph, and he stole it. Billy, I mean, I guess utilizing the fact that it was a no disqualification match, but I would have expected better from Triple H. Here comes Road Dogg. Road Dogg celebrating for Triple H. And there you have it. I mean, he's very proud of his buddy Triple H, who is he's set to head to King of the Ring next Sunday to face Mark Henry for spot number 40. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in the way this one turned out. I don't agree with that at all. I feel like Edge and Ziggler are going to have some serious issues with Triple H and the New Age Outlaws in the coming weeks. Well, thank you all for watching this week's episode of SmackDown. We've got more King of the Ring qualifiers coming your way next week, as King of the Ring is next Sunday. But don't miss tomorrow night, as it is the return of Superstars. I'll see you then.